for tuning in for another episode of 94 Feet with Coach JT. Do me a favor, man. Y'all leave a like in the comment section. Subscribe to the podcast. Let me know what you think. Just appreciate y'all tapping in, man. Trying to keep these clicks, these views up, things like that. Trying to keep this thing going as we just kick off this busy spring and summer of interviews from here across the world, man. Reaching out on new platforms so I can tap in with everybody now from the comfort of their own home or dorm rooms or houses, wherever they at. So I'm definitely tapping in with everybody, man. Shout out real quick. I want to shout out again a couple of people that have been taking care of me as far as that goes. We're going to go with Urban Medical Aesthetics. Again, just shout out to them for looking out on the great facial. They took care of me last week, but also you guys tap in with them. Again, Urban Medical Aesthetics. They're located in Elk Grove. Give them a holler. Go in, stop in, talk to Tasha and her team. They will take care of y'all and get you right. Fellas, I suggest you give it a try at least once and then let me know what you think, man. Tap back in with me after you go there. Also, man, Our Place Event Space and Kitchen. Old Sac, tap in with them on Instagram, Facebook, all platforms. Be Elite Photo Booth Company, man. Tap in with Be Elite if you need a 360, whatever you need, photo booth. They can take care of everything, man, on IG as well. And last but not least, my family in Oakland, man, Young Athletics. Looking for a trainer, San Leandro area or Oakland, anywhere right there. Tap in with Zach Young Athletics. He'll get you right, man. It's that time of the year, the summer bodies, man. Right now, get it right. All right, this gentleman is graduate of Folsom High School. He just spent his last 2 seasons at Sanoma State. Man, the accolades, numbers he accomplished, we'll get into that. I don't want to give all to you right now, but also I know he's a Sacramento native, so I had to tap in with the young man. Had a great season, but he's right now. It's the way he's looking. It sounds like he's on some moves. He's going to do some things with himself, but also he's just a good kid. Definitely a community, always giving time to the community, but also just a solid basketball player. Watched him for a long time now, and it's dope to see his development. I appreciate Jaylen Wells for taking some time to get on the show, man. I appreciate you, man. What's up? How you doing?
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm doing good. How about you?
No problem, man. I am good, bro. Man, like I said, this time, the high school time has gone by quick for you. You already spent 2 years in college.
Yeah.
But I know you got some things going on right now presently, but let's go back, man, because I mean, you've been a player, a person that I've seen for a while from years, but growing up, knowing that, around the game, but also you've been a work ethic kid since day one, right? Like, I want to talk about that right into that real quick. So your work ethic and drive, man, from an early age for you personally, though. Who's responsible for that? Who would you give credit to for that, or where would you own, like, kind of, or who pushed you in the directions, or who kind of built that up in you? Because we say, as we know, probably it's not on everybody; it's in you. I feel like it's been in you since that I've seen you playing, or just working out how you competed. Who you say has played a part in that?
I definitely have to give that to my dad. He would go out, work out with me. During COVID, we used to go to the Folsom High Stadium, hop the fence, and he'll be up there running with me, running the bleachers, running miles, everything. And then my brother, I watched him grow up. So kind of just he was kind of something I looked up to, and I was able to follow in his path.
That's what's up. So talk about how old is your big bro? You can shout him out, man. Give his name out, man. Put him out there, man. Give
Yeah,
him some love right here.
DeAndre Stallings. He went to Columbia Junior College and then transferred to Concordia, Washington. He's about 26 now, I think.
26 now. DeAndre is probably about what, 6'7", 6'6",
6'8".
6'8". See, I'm short, about 6'8", right? So a big enough age gap. You're how old right now? How old are you?
I'm 19.
19, but I can only imagine what them games in the house and off the court look like between you and him. How competitive were those games between you and really big bro, right?
Yeah. We used to have like a little mini orange hoop in the house. We used to go at it. Yeah, the parents had to separate us.
How talk about dad? You guys going out to work out, right? And now you've been in the environment where, I mean, gym rat, right? You're training, working out. Let's take me back prior to like even the beginning of this thing, man. Actually, let me know, was basketball the only sport, or what other sports were you into growing up, man? What else did you play?
So actually, I went into every sport. So my parents, their goal was just put me in every sport, see what sticks. So I did competitive gymnastics. I traveled for that. I did football. I did tennis. I did baseball, t-ball, soccer, all of that. But basketball was just the one that stuck to me. So I think the 3 sports that were really like top was I did competitive gymnastics, football, and then basketball. And then I quit both of those in the 3rd grade and just played basketball.
So at an early age, the gymnastics piece, right? Definitely don't see a lot of males, black males doing gymnastics.
Yeah.
But what about that was something that, again, to go competitive level, right? That's intense, even at an early age of second, third grade, right? What about that? Or what events did you do? What did you participate in? What did you do?
I did everything. So I think when you're younger, you kind of just in the competition, you just do like every competition. So,
Okay.
but that really helped like my discipline, flexibility, strong. Um, yeah, that was a crazy sport.
What was some of the hard, if you remember that? I mean, again, yeah, you've been 19, but that's on the other side of second, third grade. But what are some of the difficult things you may remember from that? Like trying to learn something in particular, or what gave you little struggles at that age for that?
Just like all the little things, like you gotta point your toes, you gotta have your arms straight, you gotta everything. I think so. I think that helps me today. Just knowing the little things are most important.
Yeah, for sure. The details behind that, right? The
Yeah,
details behind that for real. In given that aspect, you said you gave that up quickly, third grade. But I would definitely probably not probably I know because again, playing soccer for me or some people, those type of sports help your footwork and coordination, right? Because you're able to move
right.
certain way,
Yeah,
right? You can able to move your body, manipulate your body, stay in a certain on that line or walk that line that others may not be able to because their balance is off, right? So I know that gymnastics probably helps there for sure. Um, Once you locked in on that basketball thing, who were some people outside of if it was Big Bro, but anybody outside? You know, we got our people we wanted to be like growing up, man. Anybody else on the big stage or locally, you may have like, okay, I watched a lot of their games, be it male or female, or somebody who was like, you know what, I want to mimic my game after that person.
I was a big Dwayne Wade fan. That's
Mm.
all I watched when I was younger. So I'm a Miami fan. Uh, so yeah, that's kind of probably one of the biggest people I watched. And then obviously my brother, my sister also played basketball. Um,
The
yeah, and
house
then
full,
just kind
man.
of
Yeah, the whole.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's all through the bloodline. That's what's up, though. What about Dwayne Wade's game, though? Would you say you kind of really picked up on? Was like, nah, I can do what he do. I can move. Or I want to pick this up. What stuck out for you?
I like that he was like a smaller guard, but he was well, he like led the all guards and blocks stuff like
Mm,
that.
true.
Just his defensive side being shorter because I used to be short,
Used to
so
be. I do remember.
yeah,
You was a small
so
little one for a while,
so
but
that
we knew it was coming, though. We just didn't win.
yeah, that really stuck out to me. And then him carrying his team with him and Shaq,
Yeah,
and yeah, just his mid range game. I love his mid range game.
that's what's up. Um, Again, this is back. You know, as you know, right, putting time in. How much time would you say, man? Or when did you really turn the gear up as far as putting hours? How many hours you putting in at a younger age? I mean, I know now I saw you do now is work, you know what I mean, outside of school, but how much at that early age was it every day you can remember, or how long was you out there 2 3 hours a day? How long was you out there working or whatever?
I mean, yeah, definitely every day. Where I had a lot of trainers growing up, so there was always options to get in the gym. But yeah, I was definitely in the gym every day. It didn't feel right not to be in the gym that day. If I wasn't in the gym, it was probably maybe it was a holiday, maybe it was someone else.
Right.
But yeah,
Not too many days off, man.
yeah,
Well, and that's let me ask this. So you said again you had multiple trainers, and I'm a fan of a lot of different them can bring something different to the table. Um, did you have certain ones that you may have picked like to stick with, or did you enjoy having the different philosophies or teachings from these trainers to help add to your bag or kind of help you make a better player?
yeah, for sure. I think those parts of my game that I needed to work on. So I know example right now. There I work with Danielle Viglione. She's really good shooter.
Yeah,
Leads holds records at Texas, things like that. People might think like, oh, you're a male training with a woman, like that's you don't really see that often.
she one of the
But
best.
yeah, but I mean, you can see that my shooting is really one of my best parts of my game. So, and she's a big help to that. So,
Yeah,
um,
yeah. I can remember, man. I would say my first years getting training with Sack Skills and Danielle and Folsom, you were in there coming in consistently. She breaking down shot form. And shout out to
yeah,
DV, man. She's with the Los Angeles Sparks now, so shout out to DV, man. That's a
yeah.
major move. I know a lot of kids is like hurting, but that's a major move for D, man. She's doing super big things. Um, as far as growing up, let's say middle school time. You get out of middle school. What was give me two of your strengths you would say at the middle school age of your life you felt like you did really well? What are two things you felt like you did really good that early on? that you could do? Like,
Coming out of middle school, I was a defender and I was a shooter. That was my big thing. That's what got me on the floor.
So then, as you transition to high school, and again, you're starting to go to attend high school that's already has history, already has tradition,
Right.
high expectations for kids coming in. What are some things that if you defended well and shot the ball, even that's pretty good, right? Both sides of the ball. What are some things you felt you had to work on to be better at or make sure to be a mainstay at that school? Because we know now kids, right? They'll go somewhere 1 year, they'll leave. What are two things that you felt you had to add to your game, to your bag, to make sure you're a mainstay and be on the court?
One thing, I just wanted to be versatile. I think being versatile is so valuable today. And then just knowing the offense, knowing how to score in the offense. I don't think I was the type to be a ball hog. The way I'd score was I'd find my strength in that offense, and I would use that strength. Because I was 5'8" my freshman year, so
didn't that growth didn't happen overnight, boy. But the timing was right though. So in that you had to really find what worked well for you, or within that system, but then make it work for you, which is definitely dope. Where would you say that your IQ of the game comes from, though? Because I've seen you play the game, I've seen you work out, but within the flow of the game, yes, you don't seem you never really seem too rushed. You seem under control. What is the composure and the IQ of your game for yourself? What do you feel was that built up through studying, or where did that come from?
I think I credit a lot of that to high school. That Folsom program, it's built like a college program. So I think like just the way we do everything, the way we do weight programs, the way we run our offense, like everything's read and react. There's not a lot of set plays. So a lot of it just comes from being in high school, just being under Coach Wall. That was probably one of my biggest choices and biggest developments in my career.
That's what's up. We talk about defense. Was that something you felt like? Well, you said that was one of the biggest strengths, though. But also, so what made you actually? Because you got to want to play defense. You know what I mean? Some kids today they'll play a possession or two, but consistently, what made you play defense consistently, night in, night out, year after year, though?
Playing time. I want to get on the floor. You don't play if you don't play defense at Folsom. So if you want to play at Folsom, you got to play defense.
That's what's up. I get it. I understand it. Had a good career there. There's some numbers there. Had some success there. Give me a couple. Was there any point in time, and I'm sure it wasn't. You'll answer this though. Was there any point in time where you had to feel like it got difficult for you, or you had to maybe waver something else? Because again, everybody's right. We see the successes, we see the highlight clips, we see the reels, the highlights, the fun stuff. And now sometimes, but what about at one point in time, did it get difficult for you at Folsom or anything? You had to be like, okay, man, I got to check myself, or I got to do a little harder. Anything like that come up?
For sure. I'll just kind of take you through my 4 years.
Let's do it.
My freshman year, I was 5'8". I played on the JV team. I barely got in the game. One tournament I had like 30, and then after that, I kind of fell off. I was 8th guy, 9th guy, barely get in. And then I was promised to play varsity the next year as a sophomore. That didn't happen. So I'm back on the JV team. I'm not even starting. All the freshmen are starting over me. So I feel like a lot of people at that time, they'll give up, transfer. That's just not kind of the way I roll. So I put my head down, got in the gym. And then I think from my sophomore year going into my junior year, I went from being a 6th man on the JV team to starting every single varsity game my junior year. And then obviously COVID hit after that. My junior year, I averaged like 9 points, 4 rebounds. COVID happened. And then that's probably one of the hardest times I worked in my life. Like I said, went to Folsom High School, ran the bleachers, did all that stuff, found secret gyms I can get in, going with my dad, bringing my teammates down. We go and work out. I think at that point, like a lot of people may have started working less just because they saw this conflict. But I think I actually worked way harder, and I think I really separated myself. So I went from 9 points, 4 rebounds to 27 points and 9 rebounds my senior year. So
hit that ×3 button. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That was a time where again you really could tell who was working, who found a way to either get outside and work, or again find a secret gym, or who was at home chilling, watching, eating, and snacking right during that time. Right, so people separated themselves during that time. For you, what was that? What was the motivational factor though for you? What was your end goal? Like, why did you do that?
There wasn't really a fact. I think that was just in me. Like I just wanted to work. I had no other choice. What else was I gonna do? Couldn't go outside and go to the movies. Couldn't. So only option was the hoop, play basketball, get better.
That's what's up. Give me a highlight though from the year coming back. I know you said the numbers went crazy, as we know, right? The numbers get crazy. Give me a highlight of that senior year for you.
I want to say winning. We since we didn't go have a playoffs that year, we did a little playoff tournament within our league.
Okay.
And then the championship game, we were losing to one. It was a team that we beat. We should just beat them by 30, but they made it to championship. And we was losing probably the whole game. It was probably down by like 10. I was playing really bad the first half, and then I just turned it around. That's probably one of my highlights from that year.
So making it through that, man, definitely a big thing. It's tough. It was tough. I know a lot of kids, a lot of coaches, everybody got affected by that. But also some people came on the other side of that pretty good on the other side too. The ones that really stuck with it and grinded, because man, you could that extra time, no school physically, you go gym, do online school, go back, whatever, go back to the gym. It was like, hey, some guys really took advantage of that. For you, as we know, right, the recruitment thing is crazy. Was it crazy recruitment for you coming out of high school, or was it like?
Not at all. I mean, I had 3 options. I had Sonoma, Western Oregon, and Cal Maritime. So I think Sonoma was probably one of my best options. I'm really glad I went here.
That's what's up.
But yeah, I had not many options. My coaches was helping me. Still, it wasn't really a big recruitment for me.
How did you, as we know right now, kids put everything on that, man. They go heavy into that. But how did you handle were you the one like, I'll take what I can get or what's offered to me, I'm going to get something, or I need to have this? Did you have your heart mindset on something special, something bigger, or like, no, if they want me, they'll come get me? What was your mindset during that process, man?
Oh yeah, no, definitely. It was like, if they want me, come get me. I think Sonoma was my best fit. It was never, my mindset was never, I'm settling here. It was always, I want to be here and they want me here, and I want to play here.
Yeah, that's what's up. Get there. I gotta ask this question too. What'd you pick the major in?
I'm a business major.
Business major. So, as we know, right, the ball, if and when, not no time soon for you, youngster, you're not even hit the 21-year-old yet. So the ball, you got a lot of game left in you, and hopefully make some money after all this is over with too, on another level or two. But what are you interested in outside of the basketball world that the business major can help you with?
Yeah. So me and my high school friend, you might have heard of this. We have Sleep Nation. It's something that we highlight athletes that are being overlooked, which was kind of feel like that's part of my story and my other friend's story.
Understood.
So that's kind of the motivation behind it. So we do open runs, make videos for them. Like we just had an open run last Sunday. It was a pretty good turnout. But yeah, it's something I want to grow as I'm playing and then after I'm playing. Nice.
That's what's up. Get out of Sacramento. I know you traveled to AAU, get to Sonoma though. Just in generally, how's living on your own, college life, just as far as that environment goes? Being away from home, where we can't really get that cooked meal, can't get that home cooking. How's that going for you? How did that go?
I mean, it's great. I mean, Sonoma's like second ranked in dorms, and the campus is beautiful. So nice. It's really like I'm living in an apartment. Nice. But yeah, I mean, I got a car, so I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be here.
Definitely dope. Just overall, the experience for you there, man. See, numbers got better until you got comfortable, but the competition level, right? It still levels to it. Yeah. What would you say come out of high school now? Because you definitely got to evolve and get certain things and do certain things different, add to it, or some things that either the coaches there or yourself, you was like, okay, this is what 1, 2 things I got to bring to the table if I want to be a factor on this program, this team that took a chance on me?
Yeah, I think a lot of it had to do with getting stronger, getting your IQ higher. You know, everything happens a second faster. So that's definitely one of the things, and just being confident. I think my confidence from my freshman year to my sophomore year is probably one of the biggest things that's changed my game. And then taking care of your body. That's also one of the biggest things that changed my game from last year to this year. I mean, I stretch in the morning, I stretch before every workout, stretch after every workout, I stretch at night. So if I have 3 workouts, I'm stretching 8 times that day.
Hey, man, y'all better listen to the young fella, man. Y'all better stretch. You gotta stretch, man. If not, because I do know these injuries for young players pile up so quick. It's just like, man, but they have more resources, more stuff. But I think it comes down to, like you said, stretching. That's so detrimental to your body, and it's doing it consistently in the right way, right? So I guess you gotta find out some ways to stretch. Or you gotta put some stretch videos out there, man, for everybody, so they can pick up on. Man, okay, let's get into this real quick. I'm gonna throw some things on the screen. Okay. We're gonna have some, a couple pictures. We're gonna just give me what your thought was or where you were in this moment, and you know what I'm saying, and give it to me, man. This one I had to go back in the archive for.
This probably started my basketball career. This is a Tyreek Evans camp. I used to go to a lot of camps like Jason Thompson, Tyreek Evans.
Yeah, I think that's at St. Paul, maybe. I remember that one had St. Paul Church.
Yeah, it's a church like that. I forget.
Yeah. What was it? What was your thought? Like right there, picture, man. You see nothing but hella joy. Being a NBA player, right? Any young student or young athlete getting around being an NBA player. But what do you kind of remember at that moment? You said defense, right? You're trying to lock him up. What you thinking?
Honestly, I honestly don't remember this moment. I remember being at the camp, but I don't even remember guarding him.
Definitely dope, man. I had to get down, I had to dig in. I saw that and I was like, this is a classic right there, man. It's a dope picture, man. You and Reek, man. Shout out to Tyreek Evans, man. Let's get this right here. Showing a little bounce.
Oh yeah. That was we did a little commercial for this company called Squatting. Man, I'm not gonna get the name right.
All right, it's all good. Where you guys at? The location look dope though, man. You're on the fence. You got the water.
It's a background. It's a park in San Francisco. We were doing like a little ad, so it was like they do like a weight.
Okay. Like, so workout regimen type thing, a weight training type thing.
Yeah, stuff like that. They sell like the pads on the bar, stuff like that. Nice. So it was kind of like a little cultural thing. They had it's like African American, Latino, and then Asian.
Okay,
so
that's what's
one from each. Yeah.
Nice. You got a little bounce. Okay, so we talk about that picture though. Where'd the hops come from? Because it wasn't overnight, man. You weren't jumping like that. 9th grade, like that 19th grade started to come. What was that workout like? Those hot, what was you doing, man? Gotta share a little secret, man, because you got,
I think a lot
got bouncy kind of quick, bro.
A lot came from just running the bleachers. I used to do hops from bleacher to bleacher.
Okay.
1 foot hop to bleachers, and then there's a guy named Charles Kidd.
Oh, he worked out with your kid? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Charles Kidd.
Shout out to Mr. Kidd, man.
He used to do some crazy workouts.
Yeah, he definitely still does, still gets you in there, but it proofs in the pudding. A lot of kids go through him, they get super bouncy. No lie. Yeah. He's been doing it for a long time. Shout out to Mr. Kidd, man. That's the OG in SAT. All right, got one more for you out here real quick. Let's see.
That's a big one. Yeah, that I feel like all these awards this year was kind of nice to see, it kind of I feel like sometimes I look past them like whatever, but sometimes I like to reflect on it and be like,
celebrate your accomplishments, young fella. Like, you work hard, man. Like, I realize that people, man, celebrate your wins too, even though you know where you want to get to. But you know the work you're putting in, so you got to sit back and soak it in, dog. Because if not, like I said, your love pass you by, and you know what I'm saying. So, and you had a couple other ones. I mean, give me some other stuff that you may have accomplished this year for yourself, personal accolades that kind of came about through your hard work this year.
I got Player of the Year for the conference. I got All-American. I think I was like top 10 in scoring this year for Division II. I think I got Player of the Week like 3 or 4 times. Yeah, I think I was
That's a lot for a gentleman in college basketball anywhere. I don't care what level you on, where you at, like who you playing with against. That's a lot, man. But like definitely celebrate your wins, man, and sit back and kind of realize where you at, and also that gives you another play. Gives you another platform, set the bar for yourself too. You know what I mean? That gives you time about okay, you know what, knock that off and add something else, man. But that's definitely dope, man. Keep that going, and hey, yeah, it's on to the next thing. I know you got busy schedule, got things going on, moving. I ain't gonna hold you too long, but as you know, right? So at the end of every show, I gotta ask all my guests what their triple threat is. Now we know in basketball, drill, pass, shoot, but for my guests too, give me 3 things though, Jay, because I mean people, and you're more vocal now than you were before, but you can go about your way. You just go about business. But now's the opportunity to kind of, we went through the interview process right now, but still let people know your triple threat. What are 3 things that you can hang your hat on, or you carry like as your motto, your philosophy for yourself through life or through this game of life or basketball you're doing, that anybody listening, because I know a lot of kids see you, they see your takes, they see your videos, they watch you, but you would want to give to them advice wise, because again, like you said, you work, you're a worker. You don't really say much about it. You just show up and work, and also play the game hard in the right way, no matter where you're at. So give me your triple threat, 3 things you can hang your hat on, your philosophy to navigate this space of life or through basketball that anybody listening can kind of pick up on.
First, my work ethic. I think you got to work hard, in life. It doesn't really, in life you need results, that it doesn't matter. You got to have results. And then next, just having a positive mindset. I like to leave a positive relationship with anyone, even if they're negative to me. I like to be positive back to them. Something I learned from my dad. And then the last one, just being versatile, whether it's basketball, in life. I think basketball, I can get to the basket, shoot the mid range, 2 to 3. It's valuable. And then in life, being able to you can run a business, you can be a worker, you can talk to anyone, you can just being able to do a whole bunch of things. You can edit videos, just being able to do as many things as you can, so that you're valuable wherever you are. So that's my triple threat. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Y'all heard it here first with not so young Jay Wells. Congratulations. Best of luck on the next move. Make it the best move for you, man. And we're gonna be definitely tuning in. The city's behind you. I'm supporting you, watching your journey. But I will say this: I did have fun enjoying watching you play the non-collegiate basketball stuff during the summertime out there in the runs, man. Because you were still playing the game like you was in a college setting. Nobody was getting no breaks. You ain't getting no. They getting dunked on here, getting dunked on there. I mean, you was still going about your business the right way. I enjoy popping in on them runs, man, seeing you get the hoop, man, up close and personal, because you still play the game at a high level, man. So keep it going, man. Y'all heard it here first, man, from Jay Wells, Coach J, 94 Feet with Coach JT on this Wednesday night episode 92. All right, we out. Peace.
All right.